Kids are attracted to programs that are fun, so all of our programs are designed that way. Our staff know that if a young person enjoys their first visit, they're going to come back, they're going to bring their friends. But behind it is all of the learning with effective communication, and we're teaching them life skills behind the fun. They probably don't even know it's happening until we have them in a leadership program where they go, that's why you do that. And as they age, as they get older, they start to see those kind of strategies in place. And a lot of them become staff for us. A lot of them go on to be child and youth workers. And they start to cycle back to us and start to pass that on to the next generation of kids.
Okay, well, I grew up in Deborah Dines area, and back then it was a big drug market. Like, didn't have to get out of your car to get drugs, and they hung out in the corners. And at the time, my mom wasn't. She was a drug addict, so a lot of those drug dealers that are on the corner in the parking lot, same guys having beers in our house, right? So, but looking back, I'm like, geez, it's crazy what growing up in that environment. Nothing I want my kids to ever experience. No, my dad was never in the picture. My mom was actively involved when it initially started. It was a Hogsback Community Center, and then she knew I was in a safe place. It kept me around people who weren't getting into trouble, who liked to spend a lot of time in sports, other friends who played football, and so, you're just around that, group of guys and the staff. Kevin Schleier in particular, Claude Turgeon, Tom, to be around role models like that, and I think they understood what a lot of kids are going through, and the patience they need, and so I definitely think they had an impact on me and helped me stay on the right path. And I'm in a good place, and I've wrapped up a football career. I have family and baby, and which is all exciting, and now I feel I just want to give back and give back to the Boys and Girls Club, because they have done so much for me, and I think that's what it's all about.
I used to play for Saskatchewan, now with Eskimos.
Me too.
Me too?
All right, so let's huddle up.
What position? Water boy?
Yeah, huddle up. Let's go. Let's start jumping up and down. 1, 2, 3, championship!
I started going to the club when I was 9. A friend of mine had actually introduced me to the club, and I was scared of it because there was so many kids and so much going on. And then I went up to camp for the first time, and that was just an amazing experience, and really gained a lot of confidence going to camp. And the wall was a big barrier for me because I was a really big guy. By the time I was 12, I was about 300 pounds, So as I started to get older, I started to get heavier. So the wall for me was a big thing. And the first time I didn't go over, and it was a really hard thing because I wasn't able to overcome that. And then when I was 17, everything kind of just came together, and I was able to go back up to camp as a camp counselor. And we were at the wall again and went over the wall, and that was like the point where I knew I had broken down all the barriers from when I was a child.
The first time I ever did it was with Leaders for Life, because we got to go up to Camp Smitty 3 times a year in the fall, the winter, and the spring. So Adam could see that I was getting discouraged, and he pulled me over and he said, well, we can get the facilitators, which are all adults, and by them pushing me and being them a lot taller, it helped me because I grabbed the person's hand, and while the person at the top of the wall was pulling me, Adam and Tom and Hart were all pushing me up, and When I finally got over that wall, it felt like the best thing in the world. I thought, all right, now there's nothing I can't do. If I can get over this 9-foot wall and without hurting myself, there's nothing out there I can't do.
You don't know how to write it. Okay. Well, cut the space out. And okay. It's amazing when you watch somebody else overcome the same barrier that you did, you know? It was, for me, that was the first real moment as a counselor where I felt, wow, this is a big change. Like, I've actually seen somebody change. And you could physically see the confidence in her change. And that was pretty powerful. Or if you throw the ball. Wow. That's cool.
So I came 6 years ago. It was around the summer. I didn't really go outside much, and then my sister, she was going. Her and a couple of friends were coming here, so I followed them. Then I saw the place, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go check it out. So I walked in, and they welcomed us. When I first came here, I didn't speak English that well, so I had a language barrier, and that I continued coming to one of the homework clubs for a really long time, and then kind of helped a lot with my school and everything else, so that helped me. My dad, he wanted us to get a better education, so that's our top priority, to get our education first. I want to make a place just like the Boys and Girls Club in Sudan, or somewhere else close to that. I want to help kids, have a chance to grow up and be themselves and have fun.
I can tell you with great confidence that you can go to any program, anytime, anywhere, and you're going to see amazing things happening. But there are communities in Ottawa that there aren't options for young people. And we want to be in those communities, and we want to be positively engaging those young people. And we have a number of partners that are with us that want to do the same. There's just too many communities in Ottawa where young people don't have the chance to make choices that they would have at a Boys and Girls Club.